Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another weekly auction house update video. And today we've got some very interesting news surrounding the Mazda RX-3, the Bugatti Divo, the Toyota Corolla SR5, plus many more. But before we begin, give the video a like, otherwise I will steal... What should we steal today? I will steal that blue t-shirt off that mannequin. So when a customer walks by today, sees that blue t-shirt, then comes back again, and it's not there, who are they going to blame? They're going to blame you for not liking the video. So without further ado, give the video a like, launch Control Mini, and I'll see you in there. Yeah. Okay, and well, welcome back, and without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Now, kickstarting us off at number 1 is the 2019 Bugatti Divo. Now, this isn't selling for millions of credits. This is just a little update on this car and why Forza Horizon dev team have messed up a little bit. Now, as you can see here, last week in the Forzathon shop, as we all know, you could obtain the Lexus LFA for 600 Forzathon points and also the Bugatti Divo for 300 Forzathon points. It wasn't a problem. The Bugatti Divo is normally sitting roughly at 10 mil, 9.1 million credits. Gets depreciated down to 3 mil, not a problem, always bounces back. As I said in my last video, and as I told you to go and invest in 5 of them. Hold, do not sell. But, ladies and gentlemen, if I can bring you to this week's Forzathon shop. Now, what do we have in this week's Forzathon shop? We've got an 812 Superfast, you know, one of the rarer cars in the game, 20 mil, now worth 15. Not a problem, it's going to bounce back once it's not made available. Oh, what? So that's in the Forzathon shop again. The same car from last week, the Bugatti Divo, has made a return again for 2 weeks in a row. Oh, what does that mean for my investments and my cars? Well, the dynamic now changes, boys and girls. The Bugatti Divo is going to be absolutely nuclear bombed. As of today, it's currently sitting at 3.379 million. Will it go any lower than this? Probably not. I think this is its lowest capped figure. I don't see it going lower than this figure. But what does this mean? Is it going to be the same quick return I was hoping for, you were hoping for? No, because it's been doubly smashed into the ground because they brought it back twice. Twice, Forza. You shouldn't have done this. I don't know what's going on. It shouldn't be the Bugatti Divo this week. It should be, I don't know, the 155 Alpha, the Cadillac Escalade, something different, just a different car altogether. So, to summarise, the Bugatti Divo has been made available to obtain again the second week in a row. And normally, this doesn't happen. This is the first time it's ever happened in Forza Horizon 4's history. So it's just an error on the devs' behalf. I don't know why they didn't change it, but yeah. So your investments change now. So the length on appreciation is going to increase by at least probably 1 to 2 months, 3 months, maybe, because again, more people obtain the car. More people sell the car, which does what? It smashes down the appreciation, so that's why it's at 3.379. I don't see it dropping down to 1.7. It never has done. It's too beautiful of a car to do that. But anyway, at number 1, just a little update on your investments on the Bugatti Divo, and something I noticed that I thought I should bloody let you guys know and talk about, that it's been made available twice, and that's bad for business. Now, bringing us number 2 on today's list is a car that I keep getting hounded about, the brand new Mazda RX-3 and its flood and its price tag. Now, let's detail it together. As of today, you can sell this thing for roughly 12.3 million credits, and it's become absolutely nuclear bombed because of that, because as we all know, boys and girls, how does it go? Once a car sniffs 10 mil, everybody and their mother and their cousin and their brother and their uncle decides to go sell because they're impatient and can't let it reach 20 million credits. But it is what it is. People just want money, and, well, fair play to them. But without further ado, what does that mean for your investments? It means that this car is either going to sit at 12.2 million for the next foreseeable future, or it's going to depreciate down to 9.8, or this flood will have no effect, and we'll see this smash past 15 million credits in the next 24 to 48 hours. Now, what's my opinion? This is a brand new Mazda, so I would be more inclined to go with the good news on this one. I believe it's going to pass 15 mil. I don't think this flood will have effect, but only time will tell. If you want to play it safe today, then by all means play it safe and sell for 12.3 million. You're still earning a hell of a lot of money for a car car that was worth 400k at least 2 weeks ago. So the choice is in your park here. Personally, I would run the risk. Why? There's a few reasons why. Number one, it's a brand new car. Number two, it's a very rare car. And normally brand new cars and that combination mixed in together means the car is going to be worth a lot and will have a high market value. But the choice is in your park. Either sell today for 12.3 million or risk it. If you have, let me give you a scenario. If you've got 4 in your garage, sell 2 at 12, hold 2 and see if it raises to 15 to 20 million credits. But at number 2, the Mazda RX-3 and its sudden boom on the auction house. Now, bringing us number 3 on today's list, some very good news surrounding the Peugeot 205 Rallye E. Now, as you can see here, last week in my auction house update, what cars are selling for millions of credits, hashtag 20, I said this with closed captions on. This is now a perfect investment opportunity. Why? Because the 205 Rallye E got made available to obtain in a seasonal objective and got absolutely nuclear bombed on the auction house. Went from 12 mil down to 8 mil, down to 6, down to 4, and back then we were at 737,000 credits. And I said it's going to be a perfect investment opportunity because this car holds its market value very, very well. Now, as of today, we've just seen a 200k increase in profit. So as of today, we're at 935,000 credits. It's starting to appreciate again. The tables are turning, the wheels are moving, and it's starting to climb, slowly climb back to where it once was. Again, I would still invest in the 205 Rallye E. Don't go too crazy. Buy 5, like I always say, buy 5. Don't buy 10, don't buy 20, buy 5. 5 will make you a very rich man. If this thing reaches 20 mil, that's 100 mil in your bank account. That's why I say buy 5. But the 205 Rallye E has a 200,000 credit appreciation since I last addressed it. Last Wednesday. So, good news at number 3 on the 205 Rallye E, just to give you an update on your investments. Now, bringing us number 4 on today's list, good news surrounding the 1974 Toyota Corolla SR5. Now, as you can see here, on the 20th of February 2021, a few months back, this thing got made available to obtain, and what happened? It got nuclear bombed from 4.1 mil down to 275,000 credits. And I told you all to go and invest in my hashtag 10 investment guide. And as of today, it is slowly but surely starting to climb its way back up the ladder. As of today, we're at 2.660 million, nearly 3 million credits. So, if you got a few in your garage and you bought them at 275,000 credits, like I've still got tons, I've got at least 5 in my garage, you can sell today if you want for an easy 2.6 mil. By all means, you bought them for 2.75, so that's a bloody 1,000,000% profit bonus. Your choice. But personally, I'm going to hold and see if it continues to raise back to its original price of 4.5 million credits. But at number 4, just an update on the Corolla SR5. And if you've got a few in your garage like I do, that I know a lot of you do, because I do get quite a few questions about this car, then by all means, an update for you. Go and get it sold if you want for 2.7 mil. Why not? Yeah, your choice. But anyway, at number 4, the 1974 Corolla SR5 is appreciating, baby. Now, bringing us number 5 on today's list is this ugly bag of the Citroen DS23. Now, finally, good news. As you can see here, last week in my auction house update, what cars are selling for blah blah blah, hashtag 20, I said this: it will appreciate, but this thing is experiencing a ginormous flood on the auction house, so urge on the side of caution. You could either sell back then for 12.212 or risk it and hold. Now, for those of you that held, you are about to reap some good rewards. As you can see here, as of today, we're sitting at 19.082 million. The Citroen DS23 has powered through its flood, experienced no side effects, and absolutely rocketed to its highest buyout price today of just shy of 20 million credits. Now, it's not going to get to 20 mil. This is now its final buyout price, and it will not go any higher. So, boys and girls, get this ugly Citroen bag of sold today for 19 mil. Get it out your garage, you don't need it. And for those of you that are struggling to sell at 15. Stop being greedy, just get it sold. Sell at 15 and I promise you someone will buy it. Make it look pretty, somebody will buy it. But then again, boys and girls, a salute to the Citroen DS23. It has reached its final buyout price and I am glad to see it gone. Moving on. Bringing us to number 6 is this bloody nightmare of a car, the 2020 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. Now, as you can see here, last week in my, again, blah, 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 last Wednesday, I said this with closed captions on. I would get your Jeep Gladiator Rubicon sold for 12.323 million. Why? Because we were experiencing a ginormous flood on the auction house. Now, I had multiple graphs, multiple decisions for you to make, and I told you to go with the worst case scenario. I told you the flood would have effect on this car. Why? Because there's so many and it's not really a fan favourite. So this is also why I said the choice is yours, but I think this flood will have effect, and I think we'll see the market shift. Now, back then, 12.323 million. As of today, a 4 million credit depreciation down to 9.881 million. I told you to sell last week. I knew that this flood would have effect. Why? Because it was already starting to shift. Now, what does this mean for those of you that held? You can either sell today at 9.881 or risk it and see if the car appreciates back up to 12.323. Now, what do I personally think? I personally think this thing is going to seesaw from 12.3 down to 9.8, next day 12, next day 9, blah, so on and so forth. Could we see it raise to 15 mil after the flood has calmed down and the ripple effect of the flood has stopped? Yes, we most certainly can. But we live in the present and we live in today. What does this mean for your investments? What would I do? Well, I already told you to sell, so you should have sold. But for those of you that didn't, you can try sell today for 9.881. Is anybody going to buy it, though? That is another question. But personally, try holding and see if it's just seesawing, because tomorrow it could still raise back up to 12.3. Then you could sell it for 12.3. But, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that the Jeep Gladiator Rubicon is now at a fixed, locked price of 12 million credits. It will seesaw back up to 12 tomorrow, most likely, but if it doesn't, it looks like the Jeep Gladiator Rubicon has been absolutely nuclear bombed. So if you've got a few in your garage and you didn't know and you want to get them sold for 9 mil, then be my guest. 9 mil is a beautiful profit from a car that was once free. But at number 6, the Jeep Gladiator Rubicon, and my predictions were true. Now, bringing us number 7 on today's list is the best investment advice I can give you as of the 20th of the 6th, 2021, is the Mazda Cosmo, this ugly bag of As of today, this thing is worth 4.002 million. Now, this is not available anywhere to be found unless you try snipe them. When you search for it, no auctions are available, but if you keep searching for it, one silly person will be selling them, and then you can capitalise on that. That's what sniping is all about. But as of today, we're at 4.002 million. This thing will be 10, 12, 15, 19 million credits going forward. You have to capitalise on this today. This is what we're about. Making moolah, baby. So today we're at 4.002 million. We are still in a perfect green zone when it comes to turning a profit once this thing reaches its final buyout price at 1920. 20 mil. Well, it can't go past 20 mil, so yeah, 20 mil. But this thing will experience a flood in the next following weeks, as we all know. Past experiences have told all of us boys that once the car gets anywhere near 10, 12 million credits, it gets absolutely flooded. But as of today, you can't find this car on the auction house just by searching it. You've got to try, keep searching it, and one will eventually come up because some fool will be selling them for 4 mil. So, if you have a Mazda Cosmo in your garage, do not sell. Hold, hold, hold. Do not be a noob. Come on, we're not noobs. We are not noobs. We do not sell rare cars at 4 mil. No, sir. This thing's a brand new car. Got made available last week. Grabbed it, holding it. 4 mil today. Was 375k 3 days ago. So that just shows you the level of appreciation this thing is having. Do not sell this car. Go and invest in at least 5 of them. Keep them in your garage, hold, 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 because it will be a 10, 12, 15, 20 million credit car in the next following 3 to 6 weeks. So hold, hold, hold. But anyway, that is the best advice I can give you when it comes to a long, lengthy investment on earning money. Buy the Mazda Cosmo. Buy 5. Just keep them in your garage. Promise me, boys, do not sell at 4 mil. Please, don't break my heart. But anyway, at number 7... I know this is a 20 million credit guide and a little bit off topic. This should be an investment guide, but I had to include it. The Mazda Cosmo is now a perfect investment opportunity. Now, bringing us number 8 on today's list, the Mini Countryman All 4 is holding its price exceedingly well. as of today, we are still sitting at the same figure of 12.855 mil. Boys and girls, for those of you that are new, if you've got one in your garage and you didn't know, go and get this bag of sold today for nearly 13 million credits. Now, bringing us number 9 on today's list, as we all know, this week, as you can see here, the Ferrari 812 Superfast has been made available in the Forza-thon shop. Now, this is, well, arguably, one of the top 3 most rarest cars in Forza Horizon 4. So for it to be made available on the Forza-thon shop is a little bit of an insult because of the amount of time it takes to actually unlock this car by doing all the chapters in one of the optional side missions, whatever they're called. But as of today, oh my god, 12.8 mil, 10.24, bloody hell. Can I just get, boys, stand to attention, salute the 812 Superfast. It is drowning on the auction house. Everybody and their mother now has one. Now, what does this mean? Well, because we are sneaky people on this channel, we are going to see in the next following days if this thing drops down to 10, down to 8, down to 6 million credits. And if it does, that then creates a perfect investment opportunity, and fingers crossed it does. But boys and girls, if you've got one in your garage and got a few in your garage, and you've been sleeping under a rock, and you didn't know this thing was on the Forza-thon shop, boys, cut your losses today and get it sold. But fingers crossed, this thing drops down to 9, down to 6, down to, well, it'll never drop down to 4 mil, why? Because it's too rare. It'll drop down to 8, between 6 and 8 max. And if it does, invest, because it'll turn into a perfect investment opportunity, because it will bounce back. Now, this is an astronomical flood. It's only been made available, what, a few days, and from 20 mil, it's pretty much been half, down to 10.314. That is very, very alarming, and we're going to have to keep a close eye on the Ferrari 812 Superfast. But if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give the video a like. Why would you give the video a like? Because Zanchh wants a Nardo red Lamborghini Aventador S. Could you imagine the Instagram stories, the TikTok stories? They would be amazing. So let's help Zanchh get an Aventador and give the video a like. But yeah, boys and girls, have a beautiful, what day is it? Sunday, and I will see you on Monday for another daily upload, baby. Yeah, have a beautiful weekend and have a beautiful week.